Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jenny VIP Thought Series. This is just like a little mini-sode series that I've been developing over the past few months. Essentially, I just want to be more in touch and be more transparent and honestly more alignment with all of you who've been listening to the podcast. These little episodes are really meant to give you all just real thought snapshots in the moment. Things that I think, that I'm struggling with or emotions that I'm going through. I want to be able to share them with all of you because I want you to know that we're all going through this. And, if you're having a particularly rough week, like maybe one of these little mini-sodes might resonate with you because we all have them. Life has tons of ups and downs, and I think it's just important to know that you're not in it alone. And this is really what the point of all these are. So you won't hear the same topic over and over again. Most likely it's going to be very different from episode to episode. But I really hope that you find them helpful. And, I would love to hear from you on them. So let's take a listen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another little mini-sode. I hope you're all having a really wonderful day, and that if my voice is reaching you, that you are feeling in alignment and feeling good about where you are and what you're doing. But with that being said, if you're not, I can understand and relate. I woke up this morning, and I was okay when I first woke up, but I shifted my routine a little bit and prioritized podcast work over my usual morning meditation and everything else routine. I did that step that was a little bit off my usual, and then it kind of spiraled a little bit from there. Very lightly. I do try to get a hold of the spiral once that starts to happen. But I was having kind of a downer morning. My son was giving me a hard time, which he usually does, but this morning it felt a little bit more exacerbated, and then my endometriosis started flaring up, and that kind of just added right on top of it, and I got very snippy very fast. So I had a little bit of a rough start, and then I realized, that at this point in the month, I'm like a week out from my cycle. So, like all the things, all the women stuff that like kind of adds on to the whole mental load and anything else that we're dealing with, like literally it all was like one on top of the other. Key thing here is I was aware as it was happening. So I very much was like, oh, all right, I'm getting upset because of this. And I kept trying to say to my husband, I'm sorry, look, it's just this. It's, I was trying to let him know, like, I'm sorry I'm being such a pain in the ass. Like, because I was being kind of rude to him this morning. So I was trying to be self-aware, and I was trying to just kind of let him know, like, give me a minute here to take some medicine and to feel okay. So it was all right, but I was still feeling a little bit off and a little bit grouchy. And as usual, some content came into my attention or onto my feed that made me stop what was going on. And the post that I saw was a woman, and it looks as though she has been sick with cancer, and that as part of her final wishes after passing, she had requested that her family do some posts for her. So she posted, her family posted on her behalf, basically a farewell message. And I have to tell you, as I'm saying this, I'm getting kind of teary about it, but it literally, I like sucked my breath in and held my breath for a minute reading it, because I was like, my God, I'm sitting here getting grouchy and pissed off about something stupid. Granted, the pain from the endometriosis isn't stupid, but like I was spiraling a little bit. I'm like, at least I'm still here. At least I'm still alive. At least I still have a chance to course correct my day, or at least I still have a chance to wake up, to hug my kids, to hug my husband. And it made me pause. And so I wanted to repost this because, again, like, we're human beings, we get caught up in the day to day, and things get, you know, as I said, like piling up on you and you start to spiral a little bit. And I went to go repost it. And before I did, I started skimming through the comments. And there was, I think, well over 700 comments on this woman's post. And it was a lot of people who didn't know her. And these people were responding and thanking the family and then saying, like, you stopped me, you shook me up. Like, this post made me shift my mindset today. This totally has changed my day. And I was reading through it. I'm like, my God, I'm like, this impact that this woman has had on, at this point in the day, probably thousands of people that have seen this post have been able to take a minute and recalibrate their day. And it's huge. It's huge. This impact that she has now had on all these people, and all these people are aware of her now, and myself included, praying for her to rest in peace. It's such a beautiful, poignant moment because everybody got this little reminder that there is so much more to life, and we really just need to be grateful here. And we do need to be grateful for all these little things that we take for granted, because you don't know what the future holds for you. And so it's intensely important to just be grateful to be here. And if your situation is dire financially, I get it. Because I've been there and I've gone through that stuff. Like, I understand that pain and that frustration, that stress. Find something little that brings you joy. If you're going through a troubled marriage, find something small, focus on this small thing. You know, it's not always going to be these grand moments. It's not always going to be this grand, you know, thing. Your husband's not always going to do. Like, my husband has never done this. My husband's never done this grand thing to show his feelings, because for him, he's like, I'm daily showing you my feelings, like, which is true, you know, like, and then even in life, like, everyone's always looking for these grand gestures. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing sometimes is the small gesture. So I just wanted to share that with you. It obviously moved me pretty deeply and pretty profoundly today, and just made me really take a breath and breathe in deeply and be grateful that I'm here and I'm still able to be here. So I hope that this little episode resonates with you. I hope it means something for you. And I hope that after listening this, you do take a minute and sort of reassess and look at your day. And maybe you were having a bad morning, and even if you weren't, like, let's just take a moment here and be grateful. Thank you all for listening. I greatly appreciate all of you. If you're enjoying the podcast, please, I hope that you can take a couple minutes to review the podcast on whatever platform you're listening in. It's incredibly helpful to me when reviews are left, because it helps to broaden the reach of the podcast. And I just want to make a difference here for you guys. So again, I just greatly appreciate all of you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Jenny's little VIP thought episode. I hope you did find it helpful. And again, these are little mini quick hits, so it won't take too much of your day. And I hope that it just brings you some clarity, some peace, maybe some joy in some instances, knowing that, you know, we're sort of all in this together. Check out some of our full episodes, which have guests and my co-host and, you know, lots of great things in them. But I hope that these mini-sodes are helpful to you. Thank you and take care.